What's popping off, guys? It's been a long time since I made a video. I'm making a deck profile over fur hires. I'm just gonna skip all the intro stuff and just get right into it. So, with fur hires, you always want 3 beat. He is your Rhoda. He will search any fur hire that includes the trap, which I do not run the trap in this. He searches Mayhem fur hire. Uh, so all the low level fur hires have a effect where if he's on the field, you can special summon another fur hire from your hand, and that's any fur hire. Usually, you want to go into one of the level 4 or lower fur hires, so you get the additional summon effect from your hand. And their effects is when they're summoned, or I should say when I'm having a brain fart right now. When they get their effect off whenever they're on the field. So once he's summoned, they cannot summon themselves, but this is an example. So once he's summoned, he special summons another one, and then when this guy's on the field, the first guy gets his effect. So just keep that in mind when you're playing this. Next, I run 3 Sage, or Seal, I should say. Again, once he's on the field, he can special summon another. But when one is summoned while he's on the field, he adds one from your grave to hand, so that's a very good effect. I ran him at 2 before, but his effect became more necessary because you do run through your materials a lot. We have 3 Philo. When he's on the field, he's special summons from the grave in defense, and when they're special summoned from the grave with Philo's effect or the spell, they're always in defense, which is kind of bad, but you get your extra monsters. We have 2 Bravo. I don't really care for his effect much because it's until the end of the turn, but he gives your extra fur that are on the field already an extra 500 boost, which is okay. I don't really like him. People run him at 3, I run him at 2. We have 2 Donpa. He pops a face up, which alone is just good. They're targets, so can't pop like Warlord, but 2 Recon pops a face down. I was additionally running 1 Helmer. I decided to bump it up to 2 just to have extra monsters to search and to have in my hand. You can discard 1 fur hire, draw 1, which is with this, if you send off 1 and you summon a Philo with its effect or a seal, and then you get that card back to your hand or summon it. This is your big monster, Raphael. He does not have a summon effect, or whenever he cannot special summon from hand, but whenever he's on the field, you excavate the top cards of your deck to the number of fur hires you control, except for him, and you can add 1 to your hand. Plus, once per turn, you discard a fur hire card and negate a monster effect, whether it be hand, grave, field, it doesn't matter. 1 Dyna. While he's on the field, your opponent cannot target other fur hire monsters for battle except for him. If you have anything else like Underclock, they can attack that first, but when it comes to fur hires, they have to target him first. When he's summoned, he can banish from your opponent's grave up to the number of fur hires you have on your field, except for him. Keep that in mind. And then we have Wiz. 1 Wiz. When she's summoned, you get 500 life points for each fur hire you control with a different name except for her. And she negates a spell or trap by discarding 1 fur hire. And then I run 3 Ash Blossom just because you want somewhat meta relevance. On the spells, I don't run any traps. I apologize about these ugly cards. I had made them myself, but my printer messed up, so they're like a link color. 3 Engage. I can never pick them up anywhere. They look very bad, but that's fine. My Extravagance came out so much better. But with Engage, you're going to search out your Hornet Drones just to get Guardian Hornet Drones on the field and go on with your plays. We run 2 fur hire or Mayhems. Special summon a fur hire from your grave and defense once per turn. And everything is a once per turn. 2 Mind Control to get over big beaters that we can't. 2 Called By. Here's some Spice. Monster Gate. People usually run this just because, it's a free tribute and a special summon. So with this, you tribute one monster on your field, excavate until you can get a monster that can be normal summoned, and special summoned to your field, and then you can go on with your plays from there. And the 1-0s, the 1 Hornet drones, Shark Cannon, mainly because I don't know what other Sky Striker cards that would be good, but this, allows you to banish 1 card, but if you have 3 or more, you can special summon it to your field, from your opponent's grave, I should say. Reborn, Reasoning, and the Rhoda. Onto the extra deck. We run 1 Folgo, mainly because he cannot be used as a link material, so you cannot link him off into something else. But you have to use 3 monsters with different types, and all your for hires have different types, and they don't have to be only for hire monsters. They can be the Kagari, the Hornet drone, or token that you're going to get if you special summon from your opponent's side. But usually, whenever you go into him, if I can find, where are you? Usually, you want to go into him, effect, get him out, and they have to be special summon. You special summon from your deck, and they have to be in defense. So you want to get him out. You excavate. Usually, you'll have more on the board, but for now, we'll just say the 1. You'll add 1 to hand, and that's a good +1. Come on, get out of the way. Then we have Boral Sword and Boral Load. This deck does have OTK potential, so with Boral Sword it just helps out. Just hit him, put in defense, hit him again. That's a free 6k. Boral Load just to get over cards that target a lot, which decks do a lot. The 1 Skull Dread, Underclock, Cerberus and Phoenix just to pop. Additionally, Link Karibo for your Philo because he is a level 1, and the 1 Kagari. And in my side deck, I do run Super Poly. So these are just Super Poly targets, Borreload Furious, and whenever his quick effect, you can target 1 monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls. Let me put that in the camera. And 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them and banish this card from your graveyard, and target 1 Dark Link monster in your grave, special summon it, but its effects are negated until the end of the turn. Usually you'll just bring back a Borreload, Boral Sword, but I usually don't do that because I don't go against a lot of darks, which I need to switch out my things. The new Predator Plant, I don't know how to say his last name, but you put a Predator Plant token once per turn. New Predator Plant not token. Where is it? You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, place 1 predator? I don't know. Counter on it, and if its level is 2 or higher, it becomes level 1, and it negates the effect. Mud Dragon, just a staple for Super Poly. Starving Venom, another staple. Number 62, because we use a lot of level 8s. Well, just the 2, but still, it's fun to go into. And then number 45, which he does once per turn negate. And for my side deck, this is just for my locals, because people are usually Mystic Mine, Set and Pass. We got 2 Dankos to stop those Set and Pass. The 2 Gamma Seal to get over their Borreload, Boral Sword, anything that's big and non-target. Pankratops, just because. 2 Cyclones to get rid of Mystic Mine. I'm running 3 Dark Ruler No More. You can definitely substitute, take 1 out, and then run the 3rd Super Poly. I just decided to do that because it was last minute. And then the 2 Super Poly and 2 Red Reboot, just to get over Metaverse or anything that's very trap heavy. So there you go. This was a very quick video. I didn't want it to take too long. So thanks for watching and take care.